Hello, how are you all? Thank you for joining me in this video. I just wanted to do a little talking session, so I hope you enjoy the train ride uh, while we're in it. Just a reminder, please subscribe if you want more content like this. It's mostly me playing games like Slay the Spire. There's been more Slay the Spire recently because I'm addicted to it, and me doing videos like this where I talk about what I'm going through, having ADHD, um, having like emotional regulation issues in the past, up and down moods, and being a mental health care coordinator and who is getting their master's in social work. So if you want more content like that, uh, my main dream is to start my own practice where how to explain, where I am encouraging other people who have been in the same situation I've been, where I've had issues with learned helplessness and just needed encouragement in times where I felt not empowered. Um, Working with hundreds and hundreds of people, I've learned how powerful the mind is and just how crazy easy it is for people to succumb to their own thoughts and their own feelings. And this is also why I made this channel. I made it for me so I can talk and encourage myself. And if you subscribe, that uh, makes me really happy. For one thing, it would make me really, really happy. But also, it gives me the opportunity to keep doing what I love doing and keep doing what helps me in life, which is talking out my feelings and encouraging others and seeing if there are others out there who go through the same thing. Because I'm not out the woodworks. I'm doing better than I did in the past. And in this channel, I do talk about, deeper, deeper things, more triggering things that I've gone through because it's been a rough past 5 to 10 years. It's been a rough life. But literally, the reason I'm making this and the reason I want to encourage people is because just in the past 2 years, after I got my diagnosis, I realized just how influential my mind was and the whole thing, how influential my thoughts were. And yeah, so if you want more content like that, please subscribe. And I'm doing this video today because I did one last night where I was talking about low motivation because I had fallen into some low motivation. I did not feel like doing anything else that I planned to do, and I used to be bad about really beating myself up about it. I used to have to, for example, how to explain my set of emotions. I am a moody person. I've always been a moody person. I've always been easily irritated mentally, and those things sometimes they pile up in my mind to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I am unregulated. I can't do this anymore. And I would beat myself up for that, like at work. I take off days or take off like a half day because we have like a janky system that we work with. And if you have 137 clients in a janky system combined, that can be really frustrating. It's really frustrating. And when things just add up and things just line up in the perfect way to press the perfect buttons, I am just like, well, I'll just start again tomorrow because today is not my day. And that's usually what I do. And that's what yesterday was like for me. And right now I'm experiencing that. I've been having like more flat moods. I'm on medications, and my medications are very helpful for me. And all these things that I'm talking about might be all over the place and kind of niche. So I apologize. Or sometimes I might say things that some people might go like, that's not relatable. Or some people might go like, oh, that actually sounds like something I deal with. But right now I take medications, and those medications are very helpful. But the thing about taking medications, they're not a cure-all. They're definitely not a cure-all. They're just to help manage symptoms. And the frustrating thing about medications is they don't always work, or they're doing something that you don't particularly like. They're having a side effect, or you might have to change to a new one, and that's really frustrating because you're like, oh, well, this medication was working and now it's not, and what's doing having a side effect I really don't like, and now I have to change to this medicine, and it's very frustrating. Like, it's very disheartening to have to go through. But that's kind of what I'm going through right now. One of my medications is making my mood more flat, and it kind of mimics depression, even though it's not depression. And that might be a little bit of oversharing. Um, but yeah, but if you want to, I put this background on just to be like a more calm, relaxing background as I dig through some of these feelings and talk more about it. Today's Sunday and tomorrow's Monday, and we're starting over again. I learned one thing I like to tell people is you want to learn about yourself, about what gets to you, and about what makes you tired. Like, and those things might change with age. Like, as I get older, um, learning that I actually um, have changed. Like, I'm in case management, and case management is a lot of getting up and driving around, seeing people, but you can plan, you can schedule out your days too in case management, which is super nice. But at the same time, you have to realize you have to learn yourself. And I learned on Mondays, I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to get up and go and see people, so I'll just be doing phone calls and doing notes and things and having it be an extra weekend day. And I'm not super looking forward to going back to work because of my low mood. Um, but I think I'm going to stop that medication for a while and see how it affects me. It really helps my like emotional regulation, like my mood stabilization, so that's why I'm more um, out of sorts about it. I'm like, I don't want to be going through this. But that's just the reality of it right now. And right now, I am proud that my room is cleaner than it was when the weekend started. I talked about it before, but my room is more like a project to get clean because I learned that I like a clean space. It took me a long time because the thing with ADHD, sometimes your brain just goes, depending on the kind that you have and what you deal with, but I know my brain, because of depression too, goes like, what is the point of cleaning my room right now? I have other things to worry about. The point is that it improves your overall mental wellness. It makes you feel better to be in a clean space, and it shows yourself that you care about yourself and you're doing the things that need to get done so that you know you can feel comfortable in your own space. Because it kind of like things hit me like I'm a slow learner. I'm very stubborn, and I'm a slow learner. So as time goes on, like I'm 30 now, but it kind of hit me kind of recently. I'm like, that's a form of self-care. Um, is me making sure that my room is clean, or as clean as it can be, as picked up and as cleared as it can be, and making sure I exercise, things like that, making sure my hair's done, my clothes are washed, all those kinds of things. It's hard for me to wake up in the morning. Waking up in the morning sucks. I hate it so much. So, something I do as self-care for me to make it easier is I set out my clothes, which these things are not easy for me. I set out my clothes and I put my things up so that when I get up, I can just get dressed and get out the door and go. I have my protein ready, like I prepared the night before. These things are not generally easy things for me. because I've fallen into like low motivation and depression that's made me go like, what's the point? And then I wake up, and it's even harder to wake up because I'm waking up to the mess that I made before. And that's what having a messy room feels like. Um, it's like, and people who struggle with this, they know. They know because some people are like, well, why is it so hard for you to clean your room? That's the part about like having ADHD or like having poor emotional regulation that's difficult. People, when you feel like an outlier and people don't understand, like especially your parents or people around you, they're like, it's not that difficult. They don't get it, and can make you feel it's not everyone's. For one thing, it's not everyone's information to have about what you struggle with, and it's difficult for you. But that's why I'm here, and I'm here to help be a safe space and to comfort people who are dealing with that kind of thing, because I think that I am one of the worst of the worst. I talked about it before in my last video, but there are things, my closest friends, there's only one person and she's my closest friend. She was God-given. And she's the only one that knows as much as she does about how bad I've been with my ADHD and laziness and things, and my executive function and initiating task type stuff. My other friend, she's my close friend too. She doesn't know. I don't tell her. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. And she wouldn't. And that's not her fault. That's just who she is. And a lot of my life has been like pretending like I don't do the things I do, or like someone says, oh, I can't believe this person does this thing, and I'm like, oh wow, I do that thing, or I've done that thing before, which I'm not going to go too deep on in it in this channel, but I just want people to know it's been not good. I have a friend that says, yeah, you just have to have certain boundaries. Like, I'll give you a clue of like what I do. Like, don't eat in your room is one thing. Throw away trash. That's what I've been trying to be good about. Like throwing away trash. Having laundry days, having self-care days. That's what I do. Like, sometimes my brain tells me like, it's like, Brittany, this is more important right now. Doing work outside of work is more important right now. It's 7 p.m. This is what's important. But then I have to actually put those things aside and go, no, this can wait until tomorrow. I have to do these things that I regularly don't prioritize. So that's what I have to do today. I have this paper to finish. I'm almost done with it. And then I have to put the last week of my timesheet in, get all that done, turned in, and then I have to do my laundry. Do I have to do my laundry? I think so. Let me check. I'll check later. I want to clean my room some more. I want to spend time with the Lord. And yeah, just do my self-care things, prepare for work tomorrow. That's what I usually do. And preparing for work tomorrow isn't, because I usually do that for my own comfort, but it's not the most important thing. What's more important is making sure that trash is thrown away. And that's what I'm trying to prioritize. Like, okay, you're gonna care about this tomorrow, that your trash is thrown away, your clothes are washed, your bed is made, things like that. So right now in life, I'm just having a lot of the gloomies. I am very happy about this channel though. Like, this makes me so happy, just being able to do it and talk it out. Like, this has been a brighter spot, just any number of people listening to these videos, getting any kind of encouragement, or like, even if they're listening to it for entertainment and they're like, what could you possibly struggle with? That is fine. If anything I say is entertaining. But today, let me see. I get in like these stuck ruts where I'm like, what should I be doing right now? Should I be, I think I should put my timesheet in. Um, I wanted to do kind of a body doubling thing where I do my timesheet while I record at the same time so that I feel like people are there. And I also kind of wanted to stream these things too. The only thing about streaming though is, you've got to keep people engaged. It's hard to keep people engaged and people wanting to stay. And that kind of makes me nervous too when I'm like streaming makes me nervous. Like I've tried to just go like, okay, we'll just act normal. It's hard. It's really hard. So it's easier just to record a video and do it this way. But I don't know how many people just want to watch someone doing their work and things and talking, because I put those things on like a second screen. I'm trying to think. If I were me and I was watching someone, yeah, I don't think people would want to see just someone working on a second screen and not really engaging too much. Um, I mean, one thing I will do is like I'll get my stuff set up because I do have to log into my accounts and stuff. Like getting tasks started is so difficult for like. Let me sit up. The medications I take make it way better for me to do tasks and to feel more motivated while doing them. Starting task though, still difficult, still not ideal, still not fun, still hard to do. And it's made life very frustrating. I kind of went into low motivation last night where I was like, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing this. I really don't feel like doing this. And generally, nighttime makes it a little more difficult. Like at nighttime, I feel like just chilling out. And I get kind of the nighttime gloomies too. So, like one thing I'm going to do right now, I forgot, is my sun exposure. You should have 15 minutes of sun exposure a day, just about. I don't know the science behind it, but I know that it is a thing. So don't quote me on it. And having the window open just feels nice. Trying to think what else can encourage. Because I was praying last night, I was like, Lord, why is it so hard? And I believe the Lord's going to answer, and I have been doing better than before. It's like, Lord, why is it so hard for me to just do tasks? Like, I'll show you right here. I have my task over here, which I've done this, done that, figure out assignment, still have not done this. Such a simple thing to do, still haven't done it. Did buy clothes. Like, I'm doing a little better than I thought. Food, I don't know what to do about food. Budgeting, I still haven't done that. Still haven't done that. Just so much. The point is, just so many important things I still haven't done. And just to give you an indication into my life, it can take me a long time to do something I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm a last minute person when it comes to things I don't feel like doing. It's been bad to the point where for school, for getting my master's, I've turned assignments in late. Like, I've literally, so I've got to like outrun the clock, do these things before, because I know at nighttime I get the gloomies. I get kind of depressed. Not depressed, but I get kind of this flat feeling where I'm like, I really have no motivation to do this. And I have to outrun the sun going down, and this is the best time for me to get it done. Let me see what time it is. This is the best time for that getting done, so first thing I'm gonna do, while you're with me, I'm going to initiate a task. So I've got to get into my work computer so I can look at my scheduler that I made so that I can put my timesheets into my school stuff. I do a work-based practicum, so I get to use my work as my internship, but I have to put in what I'm doing, on the daily. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to put like what I'm doing on the daily, like if I'm doing documentation, if I'm with clients, if I'm doing this and that. It's kind of boring, but please bear with me. This really helps me to feel accountable to start and initiate my task. And the thing is, my computer is janky, my work computer, so it takes so long. And that's what makes it so hard. It takes so long for it to start working. I hope y'all like this kind of content, though, of me trying to be as real as possible and show what I struggle with. I know it's kind of niche because these struggles aren't super deep, but they used to be super deep, I'm not gonna lie. And I am so glad and so blessed that they are not as deep as they were before. Now, if I spiral and it turns into something else, yes, it's gonna get deeper, but I have to use an authenticator on my phone and everything, and it's so annoying because sometimes it still won't let me in. Also, I need to get a new mic. I need money. I have to wait until I'm financially in the place I want to be to get a new mic. I know a new, better mic doesn't cost too much, but I'm kind of stingy with my money. But I really, really hold this as important, and really think it's awesome that people subscribe. Really, really value that to the point where I'll do anything to make sure the content is good and invaluable information, because I believe that what I'm doing is valuable. I believe that the right people, like the people who are encouraged by this and who resonate with it, can get something so good out of it, because I used to be in the place where I had several bouts of just falling down and not being able to pick myself back up mentally. And, to get kind of dark, but having multiple suicidal thoughts. Like, I know it's a trigger, but like having multiple suicidal, those kinds of thoughts. I should have said thoughts of not wanting to be here. I apologize. And literally thinking that I'm going to deal with thoughts of not wanting to be here for the rest of my life. I'm never going to get out of this kind of thinking. Let me drink some water real quick. I'm never going to be free from this kind of thinking, and thanks be to the Lord and all the praying and everything, and the praying of other people, I have finally been freed of that. And it could come back, and if it does, it's okay. Well, it's not okay, but I don't believe it will be the same, because I used to have it on the weekly, on the daily, depending on the season, and yeah, like a lot of it was because of learned helplessness, because of embarrassment about who I was, embarrassment about my ADHD like brought anxiety. I tried to hide it from people, felt embarrassed about the kind of person that I was, and like the mistakes that I would make, the things that I would forget, the fact that like it's hard for me to follow instructions because it's hard for me to follow along, and feeling dumb, like genuinely just feeling like a dumb person and not wanting to be here because of that. Like, you know, a lot of it was other things, but a lot of it was my ADHD. Like, it really threw a wrench in my life. Like, it really, really did. Hold on. And while I'm still here, I did want to talk about that workbook that I've talked about in the other videos, the one that I made and a friend helped me make. I think it's really important. I've used it on myself, and I really don't want to. I I stressed over it while I was making it because I really don't want it to lack in value. I really want people to get something beneficial and valuable out of it. Um, is to help people who have dealt with the same thing I just talked about, like that learned helplessness. Um, Sorry, the TV's irritating me. This ad is annoying. Who've had those bouts of learned helplessness where they fell down and they couldn't get themselves up, because the nights that I've had to call people, like text people or call people because I didn't want to be alone, or when I didn't have as much support, I made that in light of those things, thinking what could my younger self have needed. And when I say younger, I'm talking like 20s. And I'm 30 now, but it was pretty much my whole early to mid 20s. I dealt with this kind of thing, and yeah, and like that's what the book is. It pretty much uses, I don't know, people might not know this is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like we have needs, like our basic needs, like our sleeping and eating, up to our top, like our spiritual needs, um, things of that nature. And the book is from a Christian perspective, but it also has practical skills too in it that you can use if you don't believe that way. Uh, when we launch it, when I launch it, I'm gonna put it in my bio, not my bio, my description of each video so that people can look at it. I kind of want to give like a sneak peek of it. Should I give a sneak peek now? Yeah, let's do that now. I want to see it. Hold on, let me. Oops. No, that's not it. Wait, no, I think that is it. Okay. Can you help me? Okay. Alright, hold on, let me show you. This is the book. This is the first part of it. The Emotional First Aid Kit. A note before you begin. It was created to be a practical tool for anyone who feels overwhelmed by their emotions and is seeking a path back to peace and agency. It is grounded in the belief that true wisdom and lasting emotional strength have their foundations in faith. A little scripture. It will help you know yourself, prevent despair, and build agency. That's the thing that I had an issue with, was building, was having my own agency, or feeling independent, or feeling empowered to be independent. And that's what this book is made to help you do. Know your needs and your rock. You know, psychological needs, safety needs, love and belonging needs. You might need a little bit of revision. the I am statements, and then nourishing your body, like research on sleep, research on like what the best foods are. So it's like a mini thing. It's not like a too in-depth of a book, but it's just a guide. It's a guide to show you like where where you lack, where your strengths are, what your triggers are, because it took me a while to learn what my triggers are, and now I know, and I talk more about it in different videos, and I'll keep talking about it. Um, and in my last two videos where I was playing Slay the Spire and talking about emotional regulation, I did tell stories about how, about my moods, about what they look like. I've had embarrassing stories of all sorts and different kinds regarding my moods and emotional regulation, and I didn't know I just needed medication. For me, I needed medication, and I needed changes in beliefs and changes in thoughts, and I needed something to ground me, like I really, really did, and that's what that's for, and it's really important to me that people have that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. If I have more, I might make a part two. Um, Thank you so much to anyone watching. Please subscribe if you want more content like this. Um, I I am going to get to my work and my homework now. I don't really feel like leaving. I just want to sit and chill on the train for a little longer. But yeah, I don't have any more words to say. I really hope that this was encouraging. I really hope it was helpful. I really hope someone got something out of it, even though I'm not good at staying on track and I'm not good at telling a story, but that's like, that is, my brain stopped working. But thank you so much to anyone watching. You are amazing. I hold you dear. If you need prayers or if you have prayer requests, please let me know. I love to pray. I love to practice praying and interceding for people. But please stay tuned for the next video. Please subscribe. Thank you.